Welcome back to the WHHI-TV Daily News. With me now is Pattie Blohm, and she is here to talk to us about a really fun program that centers around getting some gifts to kids around Christmas time, and that's Operation Christmas Child. So I'm sure a lot of people are familiar with it, but maybe some people aren't. So let's give a little background.
Okay, great. So Samaritan's Purse is an international relief organization.
Right.
They do disasters and people effects of wars, but a project of theirs is Operation Christmas Child, and they deliver gift-filled shoeboxes around the world and to children, and it gives them hope that they're not forgotten and that they're loved.
Yeah.
In fact, it's often the first gift maybe they've ever received in their whole life. So it's really cool because it's a tangible expression of God's love, and it gives the local ministry partnering with them an opportunity for the gospel and God's greatest gift.
Yeah. So I know that it goes through all ages. Mm-hmm. You can do boys or girls. You are in charge of it for your organization,
yes,
which is First Baptist?
It's First Baptist Church, Hilton Head. That's correct.
And so when does the program start? How does somebody pick up their box? What do they put in their box? When do they need to have it back to?
So this is so great.
Yes.
There's so many different ways to do this. You can get a standard shoebox. If you don't want to, you can order one of these online, and I'll give you all that address. Mm-hmm. And you can get any standard shoebox. You pack it for a girl or a boy. This one's for a boy, and I brought a packed one so you could see. And we suggest that you get a wow item, at least a stuffed toy, stuffed animal, or maybe a soccer ball and a pump.
Yeah.
Then you can fill it with hygiene items and small toys and school supplies. And it's just, as I mentioned, some children have never received a gift before. And the neat part is this was our 30-year anniversary.
Really?
It started in 1993, and they delivered 11,000 shoeboxes. Now, 30 years later, in 2023, the goal is 11 million.
Wow.
So the
That's
impact,
a big jump.
yeah, it's amazing. And the impact for these children, as I said, it can be eternal. They are not forgotten, and someone from some other country. Oh, also, you can include a note.
Right.
And a picture.
Yeah.
So that's awesome. But the second way I want to mention that it's kind of like, it's online. You can pack a shoebox online.
Really?
Yes.
Okay, that's interesting.
It's not even an afterthought. This is the best part. You can, these are going to, maybe they have a country with special restrictions on customs.
Okay.
Or they're hard to reach places,
yeah,
or they are remote areas like the Pacific Islands. You can pack a shoebox online, and all the contents and the shipping, that's a $25 donation suggested, and this is a $10.
Okay.
So yeah.
Yeah. Well, I think it's really exciting because obviously, for somebody to, especially if it's their first gift, to open a box like that that's so bountiful.
Amen.
And so wonderful for them to do. And I think, at least I mentioned before we started filming, I used to pack them with my kids. And if I'm remembering correctly, you can find out where your box went. So
yes.
you know.
Yes.
Where
it's called Follow
world.
Your Shoebox, and
yeah,
it will track it. And it ends up in Romania or whatever country. By the way, so since to date, 209 million children have received shoeboxes in 170 different countries.
That's amazing.
So when it started out that little bit,
yeah,
it really reaches the ends of the earth.
Yeah, and I think it's a fun way to get kids involved in giving, because it's a fun thing to pack.
Yep, I took my children just like you did.
Yeah, and like you said before we started, it's good that that's full. We'll just tape it down. We want it to be full.
Yeah, fun, full, and personalized. And
yeah,
this year, the drop-off is at First Baptist.
Okay.
It's at 100. The address is 100 South 4th Beach. And we will have a National Collection Week. It is always the third week in November. This year it's November 13th to the 20th. There's varied times of the day for people who work and lunch times, et cetera. And so you can find that online as well at www.samaritanspurse.com/OCC for Operation Christmas Child.
Excellent. Well, Pattie, thank you so much for being
Thank
here
you.
today. And make sure you're getting those shoe boxes packed and dropped off
Yes.
next week. And we'll be back in a moment, so stay with us.